or diversifying into logistics? Are you, through acquisitions, are you looking into this sector as well? Also, have you launched any motu proprio case as of now?
So far, as we mentioned earlier, we already have prioritized some sectors for investigation and study. So for logistics, we will be starting in what we call an issues paper. That means we're going to look into that sector or that industry and see if there are competition issues there, and then proceed from there. You mentioned earlier that there are acquisitions in that sector. We earlier reported the numbers on mergers and acquisitions, and I believe we've already approved how many acquisitions? Just one. We've already cleared a number of acquisitions in that sector.
Mr. Balisacan, si Norman po sa Bloomberg News. Gusto ko lang pong malaman kung ano na po yung status ng San Miguel Globe PLDT without discussing the merits of the things. And when do you expect a ruling on it?
I will let the lawyer respond to that question.
So right now, it's we filed a petition for certiorari before the Supreme Court. The origin of that is PLDT filed a TRO against us, which was granted by the Court of Appeals. And so we filed a petition with the Supreme Court questioning basically that certiorari, the TRO that was granted against us. So that's still pending. It's still pending now with the Supreme Court. Wala pa. Although the parties have been required to file their respective comments.
Good afternoon po. Victor from GMA. Just like to ask for updates on the approval on Mighty, the acquisition. Where are we right now, and do you see the need to proceed to phase 2 of the review?
Yung sa Mighty, the parties have submitted the notification form as required under the law. Now, our Mergers and Acquisition Office have a period of 15 days to determine whether or not sufficient yung information that they have provided as required under the rules. We are still in that period of sufficiency determination. I believe that there are certain information which are being requested from Mighty and Japan Tobacco, which are still forthcoming, because I think those are awaiting information which will come from another office, for instance, in the case of Japan Tobacco. So, because the period of determining sufficiency has not yet concluded, hindi pa nagsisimula yung phase 1 review. Once phase 1 starts, we have 30 days to conclude the review, and hopefully we don't need to go into phase 2, but that is something which we cannot make any conclusive statement on, because that will await our review within the phase 1 period.
July 24.
Sir, just a question specific to the cement case. Since, sir, it's now under the full administrative investigation stage, sir, can you disclose if any of the cement players have submitted a proposal for settlement during the time between the inquiry and the investigation? Have they? How it's defined in your rules?
Can we refer your question to Director Polinar, who is the one running the investigation?
Yes, magandang hapon po. I understand the question is about